Selling t-shirts online is emerging as a very lucrative business in recent years. The popularity of online stores has skyrocketed thanks to all the considerable advancements in smartphones and the internet. If you've ever looked at an advertisement for an online t-shirt store, then you must have wondered about their profits. Do you have any idea what their profit margins are? If not, then let me tell you. It's as high as 40% in many cases. If you want to make such high margins, then you can't just increase your prices and charge your customers more. It doesn't exactly work like that, and your existing customer base will start eroding as well. Setting profit margins requires you to have extensive knowledge about how your business is operating, what the prevailing market conditions are, and much more. Deciding your retail price without considering the various factors would make your business fail faster, and no one wants that to happen. However, you don't need to worry about how you'll decide your profit margins because I'm your host, Grace, and I'm here to guide you through it. In this video, we'll be taking a close look at the proper method to decide your profit margins so that your store can grow. The right profit margin will not only make your products more appealing to the masses, but it'll also help you save a considerable amount for yourself. But before we start, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with as many people as you can if you find this information useful. So without further ado, let's get to it and find out how to decide your profit margins while selling t-shirts. Number 1, evaluate your costs. Before you decide your margins and consider the numerous other factors, the most important thing you need to know is the cost that you'll have to bear. You should understand what your production costs are so that you have a rough figure to play around with. The production cost involves expenditures like the cost of the t-shirts, cost of printing designs on them, and the shipping costs. After you've accounted for these expenses, your next priority should be adding them up with the labor charges, operational costs, and any other miscellaneous expenses that you can think of. The final figure that you arrive at will be your cost price, and your margin has to be set above this cost price if you want your business to stay afloat. The more time you spend on this step, the better. There are many minor expenses that we often miss out on while doing our evaluations. Oftentimes, these expenses add up into one big expense, which can throw your calculations off by a huge margin. This is why it's always better to be very attentive while evaluating your costs so that your calculations are pinpoint accurate. Number 2, do some research. Most newbie entrepreneurs underestimate the importance of conducting market research, and that's usually their biggest mistake. If you want your company to be successful and profitable, never underestimate the importance of research. This is especially true when you're taking such an impactful decision like the profit margin. Conducting proper market research is the next most important step after evaluating your costs. Market research will also help you maximize your margins as you'll be able to understand multiple things at once. You'll identify how much the competition is charging and how much the people are willing to pay for certain subcategories and designs. Not doing your market research is a potentially fatal mistake that can go wrong in 2 different ways. Either you'll end up overcharging your customer, because of which your store might actually not get very big and will eventually have to shut down, or it can go the other direction where you charge too little and you just stay small forever because you didn't maximize your profits. So number 3 is to understand your customer psyche. Now that you've estimated your production costs, minor expenses, and local market conditions, it's time for you to start noticing the minor nuances. You can even decide your margins based on the previously discussed factors alone, as they're more than enough for that purpose. However, we're interested in maximizing our profits, which is why we'll be able to take a look at another variable, which is customer psyche. The mind of a consumer operates around some fundamental principles, which are quite easy to understand. All you need to understand with regards to the customer psychology is to keep reading, researching, and learning more about it. A very good example of companies exploiting these psychological patterns is non-rounded pricing, like $99 or $9.99, which seems significantly less than $100 or $10. Selling products as bundles is also a proven strategy, as the discounts that you give in a bundle appear much larger than they actually are. T-shirts are frequently sold in packs of 2 to 5, and the company gets away with making bulk profits. Try and adopt this tactic and you'll soon notice a significant difference without having to take any unnecessary risks. The customers feel like they're saving more, you earn more, and everyone's happy. So far, if you've been liking our video, then don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Do check out our other videos to learn more awesome tips and tricks for growing your t-shirt business. Number 4, decide the margins. So we're coming on to the final part that we've all been waiting for, which is our profit margins. After incorporating all the costs that you'll have to incur and the expenses on various aspects, you'll arrive at a ballpark figure. Now, depending on the market conditions and the prevailing mood of the customers, you can try and push your profit margins a little further. If your target demographic is more than willing to spend higher amounts, then it only makes sense for you to charge more. Charging more will not only increase your profitability, but it'll also help elevate the reputation of your business. However, if the market that you're targeting doesn't allow you to charge exorbitant prices, try to maximize your volume to earn more profits. Both the strategies are equally effective in different scenarios, and you just have to identify which one is going to work where. Many people forget about this, but you should also consider the money you keep in reserve for your ad campaign or influence marketing strategies. This reserve will help you face the market's uncertainties without any hiccups, and it'll also help you maintain realistic expectations. These are some of the steps that you should take in order to decide on a suitable profit margin for your t-shirt store. While there are millions of other things that you can account for, depending on the nature of your business, it's a good idea to at least cover up these basics first. It doesn't matter what kind of business you own, the production costs, operational expenses, and some of those miscellaneous expenditures will always be there. Other than taking these steps, your experience will play a key role in finalizing your profit margins as well. The more experience in selling t-shirts you gain, the better you'll be able to fine-tune these minor details like margins. Don't miss out on any new videos about running a t-shirt business. Subscribe and click the bell icon, and don't forget to like and share this video with others who you think might be interested. That's all for this video. We'll see you again with a brand new one next time.